So example number 3, we are still going to draw the shear moment diagram. So what we have here is a cantilever beam, and then fixed at one end and free on the other end. Alright, so we're gonna solve for the beam's reaction, but before that, let us assign letters to every change of loading. So this is, I'll call this as A, and here is B, this one is C, and at the end here is D. And at the leftmost end, we have the support here, so it should have the A vertical and the MA, since this is a cantilever beam. Next, we have a distributed load. What we're going to do here is get the resultant. So the resultant would be the product of 1/2 of 30 times the distribution 3. So basically this is 30 times 3 is 90 divided by 2, so this is 45. Okay, so let us start. Using, in cantilever beam, it's better to start with summation of forces vertical, unlike the other beams that we're going to start with using the summation of moment. So upward positive, downward negative. So the reason nga nung unahon na nato siya because we only have one reaction vertical in this type of beam, so then we can immediately solve the vertical reaction. Right, so AV is upward, so that's positive. Then minus 15 and minus 45 and equal to 0. So therefore our AV is 15 and 45, so that's 60 kilonewtons. Next, summation of moment at A. So you have clockwise positive, counterclockwise negative. MA, as ako ang gi-assume that it's going to be counterclockwise. So anyway, kung maka-arrive tag negative answer, then it's just the directions nga nasayo. So MA, negative MA. Then rotation of 15. So 15 is clockwise. 15 kay clockwise. Then minus or plus kay clockwise man siya with the moment arm nga 1 meter. Next, you have the 45 clockwise gihapon, so that's 45 times moment arm, so 1/3 of 3, so it's going to be 1/3 of 3 plus, no? Okay, ang 1/3 of 3 kay diri raman ako to, so plus 1 and another 1, so 1/3 of 3 plus 2. And that's equal to 0. So ato na lang i-transpose sa pika side sa MA para mahimong positive. And everything now would be in terms of 15 times 1 plus 45 times 1/3 of 3, which is basically 1, then plus 2. So 150. We obtain a positive value kay correct ang atong assumption that MA is counterclockwise. There. So we're through with the reaction. So we're going to prepare pila ka segments. So you have A, B, C until D. So you have 1, 2, 3 segments. So starting with sa buhaton, we're gonna simply cut this portion here and consider the left end. Okay. So segment, this is for segment AB. So unsay naa sa segment AB, what we're going to do is draw the beam no. So this is for segment AB, and draw na ako ang beam, but I have to place the reaction. The reaction here is AV and MA. Also, since I'm now cutting this one, this is expressed in X, and this is point A, and this is the point of cutting. So you will have here shear and moment, the vertical and rotation. From A to B, is there a load? Walay load nga na-include. So just leave it like that. Okay, so with this, we can now use the shear, or V, equal to the summation of forces vertical, upward positive, downward negative. So you have shear for segment A, B is just equal to AV, and that is equal to 60. This is the equation for AB. Next, for moment. Moment is equal to the summation of moment at the point of cutting, clockwise positive, counterclockwise negative. So starting with M, and then you have AV to be multiplied by X, no, a moment arm, and then clockwise, so positive, then minus MA. So the moment equation for AB is 60X minus MA nga 150. This is our segment AB nga equation. Next, we're going to cut the beam for BC segment. So this is our cutting. So segment BC, and then we're going to redraw the cutting portion. So I'll rewrite or redraw here. Okay, maybe this is enough. And then this is for the reaction. You have AV and MA. Also, this is point A. Then 1 meter, you have point B. Then at point B, there is, sina sa point B, 15 nga load. Pagauman, at the point of cutting, here, this one is our point of cutting. And then you have here shear and moment. And the point of cutting padung sa B, the distance is X, no? So let's get the shear equation. So V is equal to the summation of forces vertical, and that's equal to, what are the forces vertical? As you can see here, you have AV upward minus 15. So V is 60 minus 15, and then V now is 45. This is our shear equation. Next, moment equation. So M is equal to the summation of moment, and we're going to take moments at the point of cutting here. Yeah, tamag moment. So M, let's start with AV. AV, rotation of AV, this one, padung sa point O, is clockwise, and the moment arm is 1 plus X. So you have 1 plus x or x plus 1. Next, you have minus MA, no? Then of course wala na na moment arm, okay, it's already a moment. And minus pajud, minus 15, no? This one, rotation counterclockwise, so it's minus, and then moment arm is x. So ato siyang i-pair natin siya with x. So the moment equation now is 60 x plus 1, then minus 150, then minus 15x. This is your moment equation for segment BC. Okay, proceed with the next segment. So this is our next segment. This is quite challenging since naka-triangle na maganda. So we're gonna use this one, and then this is for segment CD, segment CD. And then of course we're going to redraw the cutting. And okay, that's the cutting. And then do not forget atong ibalik si AV. Then you have MA. Then of course this is point A, then this is point B, and this is point C, and this is the point of cutting, point O. So with this, pwede na natin ibalik si 15. This is 15, and you have 1 meter, and another 1 meter, and then from point O to point C you have X. And then let's just copy kung unsay nakita nato sa figure. Ang nakita nato kay this one, trapezoid. So ato i-draw diri ang trapezoid. And then okay, so this is now the new loading. Having this one as 30. And here, we don't know since nag-cut man ta diha nga portion. Ang ato ra hibaw-an is ang maximum nga 30. And then at the point of cutting, kay wala ta kahibaw since that's a variable with respect to x. Okay, so how do we solve that y value? Kay di man ta ka-solve ani tanan. So ang buhatan nato is we're going to consider the whole triangle. Now the whole triangle so this is the distribution of the whole triangle, and remember that this is 30, and the length here, this is 3 meters. No, I'm basically copying this one, kanang a portion here. Then for the trapezoid, this is the portion of the trapezoid. And then we call this as y, right? Here, this one, I'm basically drawing this. So this is the y, and this is the 30. So this is the y, and that is the 30. So I hope na-follow na ninyo. So here, by ratio and proportion, we can get the value. But of course, ang ato ang x distance di ay, no? Kani, this is x. So therefore, this one here is 3 minus x. So let us express y in terms of x. By ratio and proportion, we will get 30 over y is just equal to 30 over 3 minus x. And by that, we can express y in terms of x. So that is 30 times 3 minus x over 30. So that is the value of our y. No? Okay, since na naman tayo y, we are now going to get the equation. In getting the equation, we have to first resolve this one. Since this is a trapezoid, so usbo na to ang iyang illustration. This is now, I hope makita ni ninyo, this is no longer 30, but this is 30 minus y. No? Okay, this is 30. Yeah, this is y here. So kung saan na to ang resultant. So resultant for the triangle, this is 1/2 of 30 minus y times x. And then the resultant for this rectangle, this is y times x. No? So later on, ato nang i-substitute si y. But before that, kung saan na to ang equation. So it's really difficult whenever natin triangular nga loading. So patience lang yun ang kinanglan ani niya. Right, so equation for shear, it's going to be summation of forces vertical. You will have V equal to AV upward minus 15. I'm still looking at segment CD. Minus 15, and then minus 1/2 of 30 minus y times x. Kani, I'm looking at this one. No, it's downward. And then also minus y times x. That is the value of our shear equation. But of course, we have to substitute the value of y in terms of x. Okay, so I need a bigger space. So I'll just have to copy this one. I'll copy here. Okay, ato sang i-copy. Kadit lang. Talaga siya mag-copy. Darade ay. Okay, so dili na lang ako i-paste. And let's continue. For our shear, you have AV nga 60 minus 15 minus 1/2 of 30 minus, what is the value of our y? That is 30, 30, and 3 minus x. That's the value of our y. And then you multiply it with x. Then minus, you copy the same value of y, so that's 30, no, not 30. So it's going to be 30 times 3 minus x over 3. This is the value of y. And then you multiply it with x. Alright. This is our shear equation. So we have this one. This is our shear equation. Pwede rag diha, pwede po nimo siya i-simplify, but I prefer not to simplify it para dili ka masayop in executing, no? The more nga daghan ang lines nga sa imong solution, the chance nga masayop ka. So better not to expound it. So you have the shear equation. Next is we will have the moment equation. So for moment equation, you have summation of moment, clockwise positive, counterclockwise negative. So ang next natong buhaton is provide moment arm for every term. So m is 60 times, let's start here. Kopyahan na lang sad ni nako kay mo man ni siya ang necessary sad. And then ako na lang siyang i-paste here. Okay. So we need the shear and moment. Now this is the shear and this is the moment. So I'm looking at AV and that it's going to rotate about this point here at point of cutting with AV times 2 plus x or x plus 2. So that's 60. No. So this is 60 times x plus 2. Next, you have 15. This one, 15. So that's minus 15 times moment arm, x plus 1. So x plus 1. And do not forget, naa pa kay kanang a value, MA. So it's negative MA. So, mora. And here, I'm looking at this triangle. So it's minus 1/2 of 30 minus y times x. And then it's found, this one here, this is found 2/3 of x, no? So it's found 2/3 of x. So to be multiplied by 2/3 of x. And then for the last one here, y times x. So minus y times x times 1/2 of x. No? Okay, uniform distribution naman siya. Okay, so simplify. Atong all we have to do is just express y in terms of x. So m equal to 60 times x plus 2, and then minus 15 times x plus 1, and then minus MA na 150, and then ibalik ni nato si 1/2. So this is 1/2 of 30 minus the y is 30 times 3 minus x over 3. So that is the y. Then times x here, kani. Ato siyang i-resolve. That's 2 over 3 x squared minus the y is 30 times 3 minus x over 3 times 1/2 of x times x. So that's x squared over 2. This is our moment equation. Right, so we have moment equation for each of the segment. So let's get the shear values.